Good morning, Facebook. Welcome to Life with Amy. I'm washing my hands real quick. We're going to have breakfast at the beach today. And I'm going to do two simple and quick recipes for you. One is a recipe, one is just pretty much a method for doing some breakfast food. But it's a beautiful day here in Myrtle Beach, and so I thought I would just whip up a couple little easy and tasty recipes for us to nibble on for the next couple of days. The first thing that I'm going to make is called a berry puff pancake, and it's kind of like the what do you call that pancake? I can't remember the name of the pancake. It's kind of a German pancake. If anybody can think of the name of it, let me know, because I've made it before, but I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, so let me get started with this real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to heat my skillet. It's got 2 tablespoons of butter in it, and I'm going to let that butter get hot. And I also have my oven preheated to 400 degrees. Dutch baby. Dutch baby is the name of that pancake. Let me make sure the temperature. Yes, 400 degrees. So I've got my oven preheated and I've got my butter melting. So I'm just going to start adding the ingredients into a bowl, and you need 1 cup of all-purpose flour, plain flour, not the self-rising. And we'll put that in. And we're going to need 1/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. And just kind of dump all this together. A cup of milk. And a teaspoon, a 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 of a teaspoon of lemon zest, and I've got that all in here together. And then I'm going to add 4 eggs in just a minute. I'm going to mix this up and get it started. Grab a fork. So I can poke my yolks. Now this particular recipe, and I will post it on Life with Amy, it called for blueberries and raspberries. We just happened to have some blueberries. My sister had brought some down with her. She has a friend that actually grows them, I think. So she had already had blueberries, so I thought, well, we'll just use the blueberries. But if you want to add raspberries, blueberries, you can. I guess you could put any fruit you wanted to. Blackberries would probably be really good in here as well. And I see some people are coming on. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Melissa. We're making breakfast by the beach. All right. And I'm just going to get that mixed up really well. While I'm letting that kind of mix together, I'm going to check on this butter real quick. I don't want to scorch it, because I'm using real butter, and you have to be careful. You could use margarine. That would be fine also. Just a little bit. Okay. So since we've been down here, yesterday we spent our entire day out shopping, our usual thing. And we found this neat little store here in Myrtle Beach. It's called Hipsy Gypsy. And it's kind of a throwback to the 60s. She has a lot of tie-dyed stuff in there. She makes a lot of jewelry. And whenever I come down here, my sister and I, we make a lot of jewelry. So we've been trying to get out to that shop for the last 2 visits. And we made sure we made it by there yesterday. And she actually made my sister a pair of earrings while we were waiting. It's a really neat store. So if you're in Myrtle Beach, stop in at the Hipsy Gypsy. I think she's down in Murrells Inlet. Okay. So that is all mixed up. I'm just going to put this over in the sink. And I'm going to grab my pan with the butter. This over a little closer. My sister's gonna die because I had to open the cabinet, but I forgot to get out the pot holders. All right, so let me slide this over so I can bring my hot skillet over. And I hear the butter sizzling. Turn off your burner. All right, there we go. And we're using, she didn't have a pan that could go in the oven. This does need to go into the oven. So when we were out yesterday, we bought another one of these little, oh, gosh, I can't remember anything today. These ceramic kind of, I forget, that copper type cookware. I have one of these at home and they work really well for nonstick. So we're going to try it with this puffy, fruity pancake. So you're going to, once your batter is completely mixed, you're going to just pour it into your pan with your melted butter. Scoop all that out. And then you're going to take a half a cup of your berries and just kind of drop them down over your batter. This looks so good. I love Dutch babies. I made them once. I made a Dutch baby once before on Life with Annie. It is so good. I've never had one with the fruit in it though, so I'm anxious to try that. All right, so we're going to pop that little Dutch baby into the oven for 20 minutes or until it's nice and golden. And this is our 400-degree oven, so I'm going to turn my back to you real quick and just pop this in the oven. Alright, now I have one other, it's not so much a recipe as a way of cooking, preparing, or serving this. Let me see. Yes, Melissa, everything is definitely better at the beach. I wish you could be here too, Matt. But soon. Alright, let me grab the ingredients for our other recipe. Okay, you're going to need around, this is just a disposable foil pizza pan. If you have a, you know, a regular one, you can use that as well. We're just here at the beach. We didn't have that, so we're using a disposable one. And I'm going to bring over my ingredients. Okay, let's see. And I've got to get one more thing out of the refrigerator. Okay. This is a crescent roll, round. I mean, if you've ever been to a Pampered Chef party, you've probably seen a bazillion of these. You can make any kind of filling that you want to do in these crescent roll rings. But today we're going to do a breakfast ring. And you need to buy just a tube of the crescent rolls. And then we're going to separate them out. And we did pre-open that can because I do have a little issue when I'm doing the opening biscuits and things like that. So you're going to make a star shape with your crescent rolls. So just tear them apart at the little perforation. And you can go back and adjust if you need to. But we've had these before with all kinds of fillings. We've had it with the chicken fillings and, you know, broccoli stuff. You can just mix up whatever kind of filling you want to put in here. There are a lot of recipes out there. If you Google it, I'm sure you can find. You could do dessert crescent rings. Okay, so basically what you have is kind of a star shape. We're going to need to make some room to put our filling on here. Alright, I'm just going to kind of mash that down. And we're just going to make, I browned up some sausage this morning. And again, we didn't have one of our meat mashers down here. If you don't have a meat masher, it's a wonderful product to have in your kitchen for, you know, mashing up your meat when you're browning any kind of ground meat, turkey, chicken, hamburger meat, sausage. But it works really well to break up those larger bits of meat. And you're just gonna, for this one, we're just gonna spread the sausage around. I'm gonna use a smaller spoon. I think that'll be easier. And I want to welcome some new viewers to Life with Annie. I've been getting a lot of viewers from South Africa, which I love that country because that's where I watch the safari drives. And they're done from South Africa. So welcome to all of you and thank you for liking the page. I hope you will join in. We do all kinds of stuff on Life with Annie. Stuff that's just what it lives up to its name, Life with Annie. So you never know what you're going to see. It's not just limited to cooking or crafts. It could be anything. Alright, so there is our sausage. And then on top of our sausage, I've pre-cooked the scrambled eggs. And they're soft scrambled because we are going to be baking this just long enough to cook your crescent rolls. So I'm just going to put the eggs on top. And if you have any leftovers, you can always take like a coffee mug and do like a layered breakfast. And if you like grits, if you're from the South and you eat grits, you could put you some grits in the bottom, put you some sausage on top of the grits, put some eggs, and you have like a breakfast in a mug to go. Those are always fun to make. Alright, put a little bit more of the egg on here. Okay, give my hands a rinse real quick. And then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cheese on here. So you've got everything in this pan, your entire breakfast. Your bread, your sausage, your eggs, your cheese. All right. And then all you do is you bring up the tips, the points of your crescent rolls, bring it to the center, kind of tuck it underneath. And it's not going to cover the entire thing. I mean, if you wanted to do another can of crescent rolls and make it larger, you could do that, but it's just going to be the three of us. And what we don't eat today, we will heat up and eat at a later time. Tuck that little bit of sausage in there. Another rinse to my hand. And then you're just going to bake that as long as you would need to bake your crescent rolls. So I'll pop it in the oven with the Dutch Baby, or I think it's called a fruit puff pancake. So we'll drop this in the oven with that, and I think it'll be great. I'll hold this up a little bit closer so you can see our little crescent roll breakfast ring. You could do anything with this. You could put bacon, you could put ham, switch up your cheeses. I mean, the recipes are endless. Just use your imagination. Whatever you guys like for breakfast, make one of these. So I'm going to pop this in the oven. Our Dutch Baby is still cooking in there. So it's, of course, I don't have a finished one because we would never eat that much food, the two of us. So I will post. I will post pictures of both of the finished recipes when they're finished. Okay. Thank you, Melissa. I hope it is good. Like I said, I've had a Dutch Baby, but never with the fruit in it. So I'm anxious to try it. Now, as far as the Dutch Baby goes, you can serve it with syrup. It's a kind of a little bit of a sweet flavor to it already. So you might want to taste it before you put too much on there. But syrup, powdered sugar, and then of course we had to buy the squirty kind of whipped topping that we like. So we're going to enjoy, you have your sweet, you have your savory in your sausage crescent roll. So we're going to enjoy our breakfast. I have another sister in the area and she's coming. Oh my goodness, the whole office is watching. The veterans. Well, hello veterans, and thank you so much for all your service. We sure do appreciate you. Y'all are a special, special bunch of people. And I salute you. I wish you were here to have some of this. I would be more than happy to fix it for you. Okay, so I'm going to get off of here now, watch these two dishes cook, and hopefully eat really soon. So thank you for watching Breakfast at the Beach with Life with Annie, and I hope to see you again real soon. Have a great day, everybody. And once again, thanks to all the veterans out there. Bye.